What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now in today's episode, we're going to resume operation on working on the 3rd Gen Toyota Tacoma, and today we're going to replace the rear access cab door speakers with these Kicker 6 3/4 door speakers. Now we're going to do a comparison not only with the sound but the construction of the speakers as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start replacing these access cab door speakers. And here's the final piece of the puzzle in replacing the Toyota Tacoma OEM speakers, which are paper. These are the Kicker CSC 67, which are 6 3/4. Now we've already replaced the front door speakers, which are 6x9, with Kicker CS speakers as well. So this will be a matching set. Now these are highly rated on Crutchfield.com, along with the Toyota Tacoma forums as well. And take a look at the construction of the speaker. Speaker basket is metal, surround is foam, woofer is made of plastic, and this tweeter is made of aluminum. And taking a look at the back side, that magnet is pretty beefy. We'll do a side-by-side comparison of the OEM speaker once we pull it out. So before we go ahead and get started on the assembly, let me go over some part numbers. So this is the Metra 828148, and these are Toyota speaker adapters. These came free from Crutchfield. And the speaker wire harness adapters, also made by Metra, 728109 for Toyota. And last but not least, the speakers, Kicker CSC 67. Now let me go ahead and explain about the mounting screws. Now these are one size larger than what came with the Kicker speakers. Now when I mounted the Kicker 6x9s in the front doors, the screws that came with those speakers were a little bit loose with the brackets, so the speakers were coming loose. So I used slightly larger screws, and that seemed to work. I'm not sure if these round brackets mean different, but I've got the larger screws just in case. So step number one, we're going to be preparing the speaker adapter brackets. And you got these tabs on the inside, and basically we need to break these things off. So on the inside, you'll see some indentations, and what you'll do is you basically take your pliers, put it right on the tip there, and you'll basically just bend this up and down, and these things will just break right off. And then the second step, we'll go ahead and take the speaker, put it into the bracket, and take our screws and mount in position. And the third step, we'll take our speaker wire harnesses, run it through the hole, and connect it to the speaker. So let's go ahead and prepare these speakers. Okay, truck is now out of the garage into the driveway. Open up the driver's side door and the access cab door. Let's go ahead and now remove the access cab door panel. And starting at the bottom, you got the seatbelt bolt that's underneath this rubber cover. So basically you want to peel this away and go upwards with that rubber cover, and it'll expose the bolt right there. We'll go ahead and figure out what size that is. And halfway up the access cab door, you got the door handle, and you'll see a small screw cover right there. And you want to carefully get an index card with a small screwdriver and pry that little piece out. That should expose a T25 screw right there. Go ahead and remove that screw. And then 3/4 of the way up on the door, you'll see the door handle itself. And inside that cavity, there's a T25 Torx head screw right there. Go ahead and remove that screw. And right by the top at the very door latch, you'll see this little clip right here. You want to go ahead and press on the inside of that clip and then pull this clip right out. And then once all these items are removed, we're going to carefully take a pry tool and remove this panel from the door itself. Just working our way around carefully. Just be careful not to break clips. So let's go ahead and remove this door panel. All right, access cab door panel is officially off. That was a little tougher to remove than I thought with those clips, but anyhow, it is off now. And now we have direct access to the OEM speaker on the door. It is held in place with 3 10mm bolts. Go ahead and undo those bolts. But first, let's go ahead and undo this harness. It looks like the squeeze clip is right here in the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my finger, push this thing up, and pull it straight out. And there we go, unplugged now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my 10mm ratchet, undo those 3 bolts, and we're gonna remove the OEM speaker. Alrighty, so the Kicker CS speaker is now mounted in position on the access cab door. Now I went ahead, took some double-sided tape and secured these wires because I don't want loose wires for any vibrations and whatnot. So I think that's the best job I could do right now for the time being. But you know, it's much better than having wires flapping around inside the door panel. So anyways, let's go ahead and reinstall the door panel in the reverse order and we'll do a side-by-side comparison. Alrighty guys, so here's where we're at. We got the Kicker CS speaker on the driver's side access door. We still got the OEM speaker on the passenger side access cab door. We're gonna do a side-by-side comparison. We're gonna put both speakers on, so we're gonna see if we can see a difference. I got some non-copyright music, so let's go ahead, turn the radio on and see if it makes a difference. We're gonna fade the speakers all the way back so we can ignore what we've upgraded on the front side. OEM speaker, passenger side. Kicker speaker, left side. Both speakers. OEM Toyota speaker. Kicker CS speaker. That's a pretty big difference, I'd say, for the rear speakers. Let's go ahead and finish up the installation on the passenger side. Okay, now that we have the passenger side access door speaker out, this will be an ample opportunity to make a side-by-side comparison. So obviously we've got the OEM Toyota speaker right here, and this is our Kicker CS. And the surround right here looks like it's made of light foam. The OEM Toyota speaker appears to have a plastic cone, which I'm actually pretty shocked because the front speakers were made of paper. Looks like there's a lightweight foam surround right there. And then go on the front side, Kicker CS, these are made of plastic. These have a much thicker foam surround. And the basket is made of metal. As you can see on the construction of the OEM speaker, this basket is 100% plastic. This thing is very lightweight. Let's go ahead and flip this kicker over carefully. As you can see with that small thin webbing, the manufacturer obviously saved a lot of material making the speaker. And just look at the size of that magnet. It's actually pretty small. And surprisingly, I see a Pioneer emblem right here on the backside. And you can see this is 4 ohm Mexico. And moving on to the kicker, as you can see, this is a metal basket. And just look at the size of that magnet as it compares to OEM. Difference of night and day right there. And this is also 4 ohm, and this is made in China. So without further ado, let's go ahead and install the final kicker CS speaker and the rear access cab door. Okay, let me go ahead and talk about the tools and materials used for this job. So I used a ratchet with a 14mm and also a 10mm, and I got a T26 Torx bit. This is on my small 1/4" ratchet assembly. I used a plastic pry tool, or you can use a metal pry tool as well. And I got some double-sided tape to secure some loose wires. And what to do with the OEM Toyota speakers. Now personally, I'm going to store these things in the kicker boxes as a just-in-case item. Now you may want to keep yours just in case you trade in your truck, but I'm never going to trade this truck in. I love this thing. 6-speed access cab, Lunar Rock. I love this thing. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and store these things in the kicker boxes as just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and put my tools away in the tool chest, put the speakers in the kicker boxes, fold away the CRV picnic table, and then we're going to take this truck for a ride and enjoy the stereo system. Alrighty guys, that wraps up the kicker 6 3/4 speakers for the access cab doors on the 2022 Toyota Tacoma. Much better improvement than the OEM Toyota speakers that came with this truck, which are extremely lightweight. Now we have a lot more audio upgrades coming for this truck, and hope you guys can join along. And if you guys found this video helpful or entertaining, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.